Okay, everybody, how we doing? Welcome to the stream. All the music today was from the album Hollow Knight, Gods and Nightmares. It's basically where all the nightmare grim shit happens. It's good. Let me tweet. I might start Hollow Knight just because of that song. The music is fantastic in Hollow Knight. It's so good. Gonna play some Morbid. I get the feeling that game is gonna have a thick warning list. Gonna play some Morbid after we chitty chat. Chitty chat. Where did that come from? Where does the phrase chitty chat come from? What is that exactly? To chitty chat. What is Morbid about? It's a pixel art Morbid game. I'm sure chat can make something. It is an old term. Chit chat. So chitty chat is like a skew on chit chat. But where did chit chat come from? Where did chit chat come from? Chit chat meaning and origin. Here we go. It's a reduplication of chat, which is itself a diminutive form of chatter, which has been used as a noun and a verb since the 13th century, right? Chit chat is alluded to in the to and fro sound of terms like TikTok and seesaw. Okay. So it's basically, I don't know, we took the word chatter and we made it cute and we did it twice. Really? Okay. Well, a chat is a well, not you guys, obviously, not like when referencing your kind of chat, but a chat in general is already a small talk, right? Like, let's have a chat implies kind of shortness. It doesn't mean like let's have a talk or although it can also imply like frivolity, like it's not going to be heavy, it's just going to be a chat. It's going to be like surface level shit. I don't know. I'm trying to lean left to see the cats fight. Are you guys fighting? Are you fighting? It doesn't look like it. Sherlock has gotten so good about using the scratching posts, like I was saying. And now Watson will almost purposefully, it looks like, she'll scratch directly next to them. So she'll come in here and she'll scratch at the carpet right there. And I'll be like, get on the scratching post. You goof. Yeah. Chat calls me out on it a lot, but my inflections when I'm talking to Clark specifically have become quite English, but my pronunciation of words is not English at all, so it just sounds very weird. Do you want to come up here? You want to come hang out? And it's transferred to the cats occasionally because I also speak to them like, oh, aren't you cute? Oh, you cutie patootie. Do you want up here? Or no? Hell yeah, he does. Hell yeah, he does. Hell yeah, he does. Come on. Do it. He was gearing. He was gearing up. He was going to go for it. Come on. Let's hang out. Come on, do it. Do it. Come on. Oh, Bubba. You took the wrong route. You took the wrong route. You couldn't fit. Okay, look. Do you want to do it again or no? Should we try again like way later? That's fine. I get it. What did you find on the floor? What are you eating? What did you find on the floor just then? Okay. Cats do get embarrassed 100%. Yeah, he's definitely embarrassed. He's like, no, I will do that again when we've all forgotten about it. Valentine to all the weebs that haven't spoiled JP yet on Vinland Saga. It's incredible. He doesn't have his chat up while we watch it. He makes like wild speculations where I'm like, he's definitely like, it's not a lie. He's definitely not looking at chat. So he doesn't know anything. It's great. Hi, Tojo. Tojo, I feel like you haven't been sleeping much. My snake got lost yesterday, but we found it in the backyard. Bless. I'm so glad you found it. I'm unsure that you're sleeping at all now. I have not watched New Attack on Titan, no. I have not. But I never watched the last season. I've just read the manga. So... yeah, first episode of the last season. The final season of Attack on Titan. Are you caught up on the manga? I have read... I believe I've read up through what season 3 was. I believe. But I'm not totally positive. Oh my God, guys. I don't think that you can totally tell. I am rapidly... maybe it's because I've just spoken about them so fondly for so long. I am rapidly getting a bunch of gray hairs. I had none, and it feels like overnight I've started to get so many. Like... a bunch are starting to pop up like in here. If I'm in natural light and I take a picture, there's a ton coming in like all in here, which is like the perfect place in my opinion for it to show. I either would have wanted it like or so congrats. Thank you. I'm very excited. Bit early to go grandma mode. I don't think so. Some people get gray hairs in their teens. I'm getting to my mid-30s. It's a normal time to start getting gray hairs. I told my mom and she was like, already? But again, I think sometimes my mom forgets how old I am. Yeah, Sam's got a bunch coming in his beard. It is a normal time to start getting these. Guess you need to dye it green again. This makes me not want to dye my hair. I was going to dye my hair and now I'm like, but then I'm covering up my cute grays and they're working so hard. They're working so hard. Look at them. They're like, notice me, witness me. They're trying. How's your burn? It's all right. It's not too bad. It's healing up. It'll be fine. Why do we become gray is the question. I have no idea. I'm sure somebody knows. Yeah, I burned myself on soup. I won't retell the entire story, but I made really, really hot soup and I got splashed all over the place and I burned a few spots on my hand. Most of the like redness is gone now. It was still there a little bit yesterday, but like I have a little bit of burn here, here, and here. And then I like really burned my chin. But the soup was delicious. So it was all worth it and it's all fine. And now I'll know, don't let go of the immersion blender because the motor is very heavy and the whole thing will flop over. It's because pigment in your hair follicle dies. There you go. No, this is it, and this is it. This is a burn. I put makeup on them yesterday. Today, I'm letting them breathe. I'm letting them just heal up and exist in the world. I have a scar there because I got impaled on a bike handle. I will count my blessings then. It was very hot. Well, it was already, I was trying to explain, like, the soup was already really hot, right? Because it was made in a pressure cooker. It was crazy hot. And then when you blend things, you heat them up more. So putting an immersion blender in already hot soup and blending it for a while made it hotter. And then it splashed all over the place. And it was a nightmare. And I screamed. And Sam helped me clean it up. And, well, Sam cleaned it up while I was running my hand under cold water and stuff. But hugs for Sam. I will transfer any hugs you would like me to pass along. I haven't been here since you moved. Did the move go well? Are you happy in the new locale? I adore this place. Sam will be happier with it when some of the clutter, like box clutter and stuff is gone. But I love it. I really love it. So hopefully once it's less, cluttered with shit, Sam will feel like he can. Why is it Morbid Tuesday? Because we're playing a game called Morbid. Sam helped you with cooking. He helped me clean. Oh my God. Yesterday, when I was done with my stream, I went downstairs and I made like a zucchini pasta kind of thing. Not like zucchini noodles, but like a pasta with zucchini in it. Anyways, so Sam and Clark decided that the whole time that I was cooking, they were going to play football, which is Clark just finds a ball in the house. She has lots of little like the little balls that you would put in a ball pit. So she grabbed one of those and was like, "Daddy, let's play football." And he was like, "Okay." So the entire time that I was cooking, I was also kind of playing football because occasionally Clark would be like, "Mommy, catch it! Mommy, catch it! Mommy, you're the goalkeeper!" And I was like, oh my God. It was so fun though. It was really cute to just like have all three of us in there while I was cooking. So it was very fun. Yeah, the pasta was very good. It was just like garlic and Italian seasoning and chopped up tomatoes, sun-dried tomato paste, and then a little bit of water, and let that cook for a little bit, and then sauteed up zucchini and red onion and added that in. And then made pasta and then mixed it all together. It was delicious. I was gonna put capers in it. Sam doesn't like capers, so it would have to be like at the end. It would have to be a thing I added just to mine. And I went to open up the capers thing, and for some reason, the capers here, I mean, it's a different country, so it makes sense when things like this are different. But like when you buy capers in America, they are like super tiny, like really, really tiny, right? These capers were gigantic. And I did not realize until I went to open it. like big ass capers. And I was going, do I chop them? I've never chopped a caper before. Do I just leave it? I wound up being lazy enough that I was like, I'll figure this out later. But there's tons of leftovers, so I'll probably eat some of that at some point and just chop up some capers and put them on there. But I was so, for some reason, overwhelmed by the idea of capers that were like 3 times the size of capers that I had seen before. I just don't want, capers are so strong. So I didn't want to just put big ass capers in this pasta because that meant that occasionally I was going to have a bite that was just caper, and that's not really what I wanted. I wanted a bite that was mostly the sauce with like a pop of caper, you know? I love capers. I'm in the UK. I've only ever had tiny ones. How weird. What do I have? What happened here? I'm just going to chop them up, yeah. Chili and pasta. I can't do that because Sam's body's still all fucked up. He still can't eat spicy food. So we are a no spice household now. And it hurts. I've figured out a variety of ways to add spice after something is already cooked. What happened to Sam? He had an intestinal infection at the beginning of the year that has fucked him up for the entire year. So he cannot, if he has anything even remotely spicy or even things that are like highly acidic. So like if he has a really strong pasta sauce even, it can really mess him up and he just feels miserable. So we're trying to be careful about what he eats. I know. And he loves, the hard part is he loves spicy food. He loves it. But at first he was like, it's fine. I'll just deal with the pain occasionally. And now it's like, no. Sink pea sauce? I don't know what that is. I'm in the boat with Sam. So Sam's dad has had the same sort of thing happen recently where like he's just really sensitive to certain foods. And we're like, what is happening in this family? So yeah, it's lots of mild curries, which fortunately, in England, it's literally either a curry that's so spicy you want to die or a curry that is so mild you're wondering where the flavor went. So, sorry, England. So, so there are like options there. We have no in between, I get it. Vindaloo is life. You and Jesse, man. Every time I've gotten Indian food with Jesse, he's like, what's the spiciest thing on here? And he always tells me to try it. And I always want to die. And we had a long conversation about Szechuan food because I've never had Szechuan food. And he was like, you have to try it. And I was like, but every time you tell me to try a spicy thing, it is not the type of spicy I enjoy. It is a painful, awful spicy for me. He's like, no. Szechuan food, it hits different. It burns in a different place in a whole new way. Like you have to try it. So I guess one day I'm going to have to try Szechuan food. A whole new burn. What can you do? Everything that I know about Szechuan food, I learned from Food Wars. Which is not a lot. So I think for everybody there's a level of spice. Number one, I think that different types of food have different types of spiciness, right? I do very well with Mexican spicy food. Love Mexican spicy. Do not do very well with Indian spicy food. But Sam has always done really well with Indian spicy food, right? So I think different cultures create the spice in their food with different things. And so sometimes you might find that you do fine with certain types of foods and not with other types of foods. But also, I think that people, depending on whether or not they've tried to up their spice tolerance, everybody's got a different level. That's at this level, I can eat this thing and have the euphoric element, because that does exist, the euphoric element of eating the spicy thing, but also still enjoy the food. So for me, I don't really have a desire to be able to eat food that is spicier than what I enjoy currently. I have no interest in training myself to like spicier food. Does that make sense? I will still never forget David, friend and business partner David, Dodger Coffee David. I will never forget going to get food with him, and he asked for the spiciest thing they had on the menu, and they were like, I mean, we'll bring you a sample of it, but what they did was 2 people at our table wanted it, and they were like, we'll bring you one and you guys can both share it and then see if you like it, and if you do, then you can order another one, but I think it's going to be too spicy for you. And it showed up, and David took a bite and was like, well, now my food's just late, isn't it? And I was like, that goddamn. Right. It's amazing. I made homemade egg salad for sandwiches. Good way to use up some about to expire boiled eggs. That's very true. That's very true. If you can remember, if you can keep track of when your eggs are going to be no bueno anymore, you can just boil a bunch of them and do something with the boiled eggs. It's the best way. I used to watch you way back on YouTube when you were living in Oregon. Whoa, long time ago. What's up? Welcome. That's crazy. Yeah. It used to be a thing that every time I made a video, the comments would be people being like, let's see if we can count how many Mountain Dew cans are back there. That was my life. So welcome. Thanks for coming to find me again. That's amazing. That's like 10 years, dude. Wild. A lifetime ago. Literally a lifetime ago, yeah. Yeah, UK has unwashed eggs. So most of the eggs that you get have like feathers and stuff on them. It's just kind of fun for whatever reason. What do you do when you have a Mexican food craving in England? Oh, you just deal with it, don't you? You can get like refried beans and things here, and you can get tortillas. So, um, yeah, I try to just keep like beans, tortillas on hand. And then beyond that, it's just like, do I have onions? Do I have tomatoes? It's not going to taste amazing. I'm not going to be able to, recreate an amazing al pastor taco in my in my house. But if I'm just like, man, I could really go for a burrito, I can do that. I can do something that scratches the itch a little bit. I have an Instant Pot, and I've done some Mexican recipes, yeah. Oh my God, my brother-in-law actually texted me the other day and was like, apparently they're putting a Taco Bell here. And I was like, not that that's proper Mexican food, but it's still, the homesickness in me was like, a T-Bell? A T-Bell? Here? Really? Where I lived previously, there was good delivery service. No such luck here. Yeah. We, because Sam had like 2 different delivery apps on his phone. And when we moved here, we realized one of them, if you go to bring it up, it's like, sorry, we have literally nothing that delivers to your house. We were like, sick. And the other one was like, do you want pizza? No? Then I got nothing for you. Yeah, we're like surrounded by farms and stuff now, which is awesome, which I love. It's so quiet. It's wonderful. Our next door neighbors are just like lovely old people. It's great. It's great. I love it here. I do not miss living in rural England. Did you grow up in rural England? I really love I've really loved moving out here because it reminds me of being on the farm. So, do they love Sam's all night streams? We're not close enough to each other for anybody to even hear him. And the way that sound travels in this house, totally different. I can't hear Sam at all. So remember again, in the old house, 3 stories. Sam's on the top floor. I'm downstairs making food, and I can hear him. This house, two floors, way smaller. Sam is downstairs. I'm just up the stairs and in a little room right there, and I cannot hear him at all. Amazing. Amazing. Blessings. Yes, phone? Oh. I thought that maybe it buzzed and I just didn't hear it and that's why it fell. That was not why it fell. I am all about that rural life. Yeah, I've missed it. I mean, I went from a farm to the smallest state school I could go to in like a tiny ass town to Los Angeles, which was huge culture shock for me. lived in Los Angeles for 9-ish years, moved to England, and we were, it was definitely not the same as being like in Los Angeles, right? We were, it was definitely more country where we were living, but still, we were still like just on the outskirts of like a village, right? And now we're across from us is like stables and shit. Like it's just farmland. It's just farm out here. It's great. You look like an orc in makeup. Thank you. Strong and powerful. I appreciate it. There's no makeup though, sadly. Nice kills in Among Us. I saw the Game Grumps vid and it was so fun. Thank you. It was literally my first time playing Among Us was with the Game Grumps guys. So it was very fun. Yeah. I've now played it twice. I also played it on stream a little bit with like Jesse and them. But yeah, the Game Grumps vid, if you watch it, I'm in that. And it was very fun. I'm the little orange one with the dumb sticker. Would you like to play more of it? To hang out with friends, sure. I don't find it compelling enough to play a ton of it, but if a bunch of friends wanted to play it, yeah, totally. I have played Phasmophobia. Yeah, I played it with Felicia Day and Jesse once, and I also played it with Jesse and Octo once. I like that you constantly pointed out the dumb sticker. It was the only way. People kept being like, Dodger's really suspicious. And I'd be like, but I'm dumb. But the dumb sticker. I don't know what I'm doing. Were you in electrics? I don't know. I don't know what electrics is. The sticker. Anyway, you should watch it. It was fun. Was In Silence fun? I watched the VOD and the goofs were great. In Silence was very fun. I will say though, for streaming, if you are the monster and you're streaming, there's nothing to watch, dude. Like, because the monster can't see. The monster is entirely sound based, so it's just like mush. And I guess like audio wise, it's still fine. But I kept thinking to myself, like, if you're playing the monster, it's not a great stream game, you know? I always seem like the imposter because I have no idea where I am. My whole thing is everybody's like, stick with a partner. You should run around with a buddy. And I'm like, but I don't want to. But I want to go off by myself and do my tasks and just chill. I was equating it to like when I would play like battle royale games. And like the nice part of a battle royale game for me was the calm, I'm just running around in a wasteland like trying to pick up backpacks and shit. Like I enjoyed that part of the battle royale more than like the bloodthirsty, oh, there's somebody, I'm going to kill him, right? The fun part for me was just kind of like a better backpack. Oh, a better helmet. Oh, that's a body. Like that sort of stuff is nice. And in Among Us, the equivalent of that is, here are your tasks. Run around and do your tasks. I'm like, great, I would love to. Some leaves? Wah. Not anymore. And then somebody always kills me. Or somebody winds up dead and they're like, who's seen Dodger? Where was Dodger? Dodger, where were you? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I was just doing my tasks. I don't know where I am. I know a couple of people who have said that they really don't like playing Among Us because it's one of those games where it's like friends accusing each other of lying and it like spikes anxiety for them. Which I get. I've like anytime games like that, like Secret Hitler and stuff like that come out, you know, people will realize really quickly like, this is not the game for me. I don't like this. Yeah, it's not, those sorts of games aren't for everybody. And some people still enjoy watching them, but definitely don't want to play them. Um, I think sometimes it depends on whether or not, like watching it, right? Not playing it. But I think sometimes watching it, whether you enjoy it or not, is dependent on whether or not you think the people involved are going to actually like potentially get upset. Does that make sense? Like I wouldn't enjoy watching a group play Among Us if I thought that one of the people was like a loose cannon and was going to actually get really pissed off if people eject them. Like that kind of stuff. That's not fun for me. I just want like a bunch of friends to be like hanging out being like, did you kill somebody? I think they did. So what kind of board games are my favorite? Oh gosh. Catan, Carcassonne, games like that. Um uh what's the one that I'm thinking of? Dominion is fun, like card building games. I'm not great at them, but they're fun. Well, Armello isn't like an actual board game, is it? It's like a video game board game. I'm gonna go make some breakfast. Enjoy. No one ever knows Carcassonne. Oh my god. For whatever reason, a few of my friends in high school and I got super into Carcassonne. We were playing it all the time in high school. I have no idea why. I don't know why, but we loved it. I've played the video game version of Root, but I've never played Root like in person. I'd really like to. I don't know that we have anybody like around us that could play it with us, and I don't know that Sam and I would want to play by ourselves. So honestly, this might be a good opportunity for me to just stock up on games. And then once like the floodgates are open and we're like, it's safe now, buds, let's hang out, I'm like ready to go. Right? Bang is great. Bang is a very fun game. Didn't you play Carcassonne on tabletop? No, I played chat help. I played fuck, what is Alhambra? Thank you. It's like it starts with an A. Played Alhambra and Dead of Winter. Those were the two games that I played on tabletop. Alhambra was fun. And not just because I won. Spoilers. You know who is like a really good resource for board games is Sungwon. ProZD. He knows so many board games. Have you tried Citadels? I actually don't know. I don't think that I have. He's doing a charity thing playing board games at the moment? What the fuck? I actually did not know that. I didn't know that. There you go. Dixit's very fun. Posture check. Good idea. Yes. Munchkin's pretty fun. I haven't played it in years, though. Do I not have it anymore? I might not have it anymore. I used to own Munchkin. So yeah. Codenames is very fun. Oh my god. We have Disney Codenames to play with Sam's family. It's so fun. His family is terrible at it. We haven't been able to play it in a very long time, but the last time we played, they were so bad at it. It's amazing. And they're very competitive, right? So one person will be like, the way that Codename works is you either have a bunch of words or a bunch of pictures, and you, there are like generally 2 code masters and then their teams. And the code master is trying to give a 1-word idea to his team to figure out which cards are theirs. So it could be like blue 3. So that code means there are 3 cards on the board right now where the color blue is important. And those are our cards. Pick which ones I mean, right? So sometimes Sam's family would do things like Aladdin 1. And everybody would be like, what do you mean? Come on, you gotta be able to come up with something better than that. And they'd be like, Aladdin 1. It's so good. It's so funny. It's so funny. So yeah. I love it because they always wind up yelling at each other, and then eventually the codemaster changes, and somebody who got like really pissed off earlier like has to be the codemaster and is like, wait, this is so hard. It's a very hard game. It's not easy. If you're the codemaster, it's not easy to come up with the codes, man. But they're very fun. Codenames, great game. I love being Codemaster, but I hate the stress of like if you have, 5 cards left and you're looking at the board and you're like, there's nothing. there's nothing. There's nothing that ties these cards together that doesn't, because you lose points. Yes, baby? Yeah, to keep him nice and warm. Yeah. Is it nap time? It's nap time. Do you think so? No, that's not right. Okay, it's up to Daddy. Is it nap time? No, it's not, she says. It's 2 o'clock. Clarky, can you go potty before nap time? Clarky. I know you don't, baby. I know you don't, honey. It's okay. It's okay. I don't need to go to the potty. I don't want to go to the potty. Can you try
go for a wee.
If you go, then we don't need to put a nappy on, honey. So that's the idea. Okay, should we put a nappy on then?
No, I want to go downstairs and eat.
Oh, you want to go downstairs and eat?
Yeah.
There's still a little plate of food downstairs.
If you do a wee wee, then you can eat lots when you wake up. Okay? From your nap.
But it's not nap.
Bargaining. She's bargaining so hard right now.
Okay, if you do a wee wee, we can go downstairs for 30 minutes. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good bargain, Daddy.
And I could have a sweetie bite.
Here, I'll shut the door.
Yeah, a sweetie bite.
Oh, yeah, I did give her a sweetie for going earlier, so.
Oh, yeah. You have a sweetie.
she's gone backwards a little bit with potty training, so we're trying to figure out how to like encourage her to go. And for me, the last possible thing to try and do was offering her like a treat, but nothing else works anymore. She would rather, because she's having so much fun. My mom said my brother was the same. She's just having so much fun that she just won't tell us. And then she'll be like, whoops. And we're like, Clarky, just tell us. Are you going downstairs now? Oh, okay. Are you going to shut my door for me?
Yeah, chew up.
Okay, thank you very much. You need to be more boring, I guess. My mom would have us read books while potty training. It's not that we've been doing potty training for a decent amount of time, and she reached the point where it was like she would tell us when she needed to go. She would go. On the positive side, she always tells us when she needs to poop. Thank God. She always tells us when she needs to poop. But for some reason, it's almost like part of her brain is going, I can hold it. I'm having a great old time coloring over here. I'm not going to waste some of this good coloring time getting up to go potty. Hell no. I'm going to just hold it. And then eventually you're like, whoops. So yeah, it's not that she's still learning the potty process. It's that it's like trying to get her back into the swing of being like, I need to go, because pretty much everything that you read is like, don't shame them about it. So if say they pee on the floor, don't be like, see, if you had just told me, then we wouldn't have all this wee on the floor to get, like that sort of stuff. That honestly makes it worse, apparently. So not that I'm the sort of person that would do that anyway, but like for any of you who are like, surely if she pees on herself a few times, she's like, wow, this sucks. But like for whatever reason, that's just not, it just takes a while for stuff to click properly, What a moment to walk into. Are we pee-poo talk? Oh my God, have you guys seen that video where somebody's like, why is it pee-pee-poo-poo instead of poo-poo pee-pee? Have you seen that video? He's like, surely it should be poo poo pee pee instead of pee pee poo poo, because the implication is that when you pee pee, you will also poo poo. But really, most people, when they poo poo, they also pee pee. So why do we say pee pee poo poo instead of poo poo pee pee? It's such a fucking funny video for me. Somebody in the comments was like, because we as a language tend to like things that go up and then down, and poo poo pee pee is not as nice sounding to say as pee pee poo poo. And I was like, that's boring. That's boring. I don't like that. Interesting. I don't live in an English-speaking country. When I was in 11th grade, our English teacher taught us English speakers prefer to say E sounds before O sounds. I would need examples. I'm trying to think of examples of that. TikTok seesaw. Oh my god, is it like what we were talking about before? Chit chat. Beep beep boop. Oh my god, we do. Holy shit, we came full circle on this goddamn stream. Amazing. We started off by me being like, where did the term chit chat come from? And now we're back, baby. Mima. Mima. Yeah, that is a thing. Excellent storytelling. Brilliant. Well done. I need to either we've talked about this before. But I actually need to like prep one up. Some of the people that I know, some of our friend group have been like, we should do another like offline D&D thing to get like more people involved again. Like some of the people that don't want to be on a streamed game and stuff. And I of course was like, I really want to do more DMing. Maybe I'll do a thing. And everyone jumped on it, and now I have to actually do a thing. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do yet another one shot, or if I want to like dip my toes into a short campaign. But then I'm like, do I do a pre-made campaign? I've never used a pre-made before. I've looked at pre-made one-shot things. Curse of Strahd came in the mail. Shout out to Wizards. They sent us Curse of Strahd, which is amazing. The UK team is so nice. Holy shit. They messaged me and they were like, hey, we know that like you guys are like moving and stuff. Whenever you get comfortable, we would love to send you a thing. And I was like, honestly, like our move is kind of up in the air. I'm not really sure like when we're going to have an address or like a place. This was like a while back. I'm not sure like exactly where we're moving or what our address is going to be and all of that stuff. And they were like, oh, it's fine. We'll just hold on to it for you. And like whenever you want it, we'll just send it. It's like no big. And I was like, oh, so nice. So yeah, they sent us Curse of Strahd, which is dope. It comes in like a big coffin box. It's so good. but there's like a huge book in there that's like the whole campaign for it. And I'm like, I can't tell if this would be overwhelming or very fun. Can we see it? I can go get it. We've already opened it and stuff. It won't be like an unboxing, but I can show you what's in it. Yeah, totally. One sec. It's super cool. Okay. Am I all right? Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for checking. It is big, yeah. So, this is the box it comes in. Sick. This side, when we went to open it up, ripped, which is very sad, but I can fix it. And then when you open it, there he is. The best part, though, is that this is his character sheet. It's like so extra. So yeah. So that's the box. But then inside is the Taraka deck, which you use to like add a new mechanic to the game, which is super cool. Clark loves these. She's obsessed with these. They're so nice. They're like super cool. The art is really cool on all of them. And the back is like this kind of like shimmery sort of thing. They're really neat. So cool. So yeah, the Taraka deck comes with it. And then a DM board, which is very cool. And like many DM boards, it's got like quick hints, quick reference stuff inside. Oh, sorry. A bunch of postcards in case you want to send somebody a postcard that is Curse of Strahd themed. Important letters that if your players find them, you can just give them the actual letter, which is pretty cool. The like reference thing for the Taraka deck. Creatures of horror. So this just has like all of the creatures. It's basically like a supplement to the monster manual, I think. Oh, but it's also got people in it, doesn't it? A were-raven. Sick as hell. Strahd zombies. Rictavio. Oh yeah, this has Strahd's sheet in it and everything. Yeah, I guess this is just all of the sheets that you would potentially need that are like hyper specific to the campaign. So there's that. The map that you can use while playing, which is also super cool and is huge. With like reference stuff for what things should look like and how big they are. And then the actual campaign book. So like all of that stuff is supplementary, like extra shit. And then this is the actual campaign book, and it's huge and it has so much stuff in it. So this is why I'm like, this would be so fun, but I'm also so intimidated by it. Let me read you the blurb for it. Is there a blurb before that? Oh. She closed the door in her hand. Under raging storm clouds. Pretend that my daughter Wailing is like a vampire or something. Under raging storm clouds, a lone figure stands silhouetted against the ancient walls of Castle Ravenloft. The vampire Count Strahd von Zarovich stares down a sheer cliff at the village below. A cold, bitter wind spins dead leaves about him, billowing his cape in the darkness. Clarky, would you like to listen to the blurb? Ready? Ugh. Hello. Lightning splits the clouds overhead, casting stark white lights across. Strahd turns to the sky.
Mom, what is that called?
It is the Curse of Strahd book. Do you remember we were looking at these?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Strahd turns to the sky, revealing the angular muscles of his face and hands. He has a look of power and of madness. Yes, exactly. His once handsome face. Ooh-ooh-ee-ah. What would that word be if it was ooh-ooh-ee-ah?
Can I read that?
Absolutely, yeah. Would you like to read it? What does it say?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, this page. What does this say?
The end.
The end.
Mom, why there books in that book?
Were there birds in the book? Let's see. Look at all those birds. Lots of birds right there, huh? Next to the castle.
Oh, yeah.
Or are those bats, do you think? Are they birds or bats?
Yeah, but they're not bad.
They're bats, they're not birds. I think so too. Do you like bats?
The bats are frankly not spooky. It's about Mom.
Uh-huh. They are friendly, not spooky, is what she said. They are friendly, not spooky, huh? Bats are friends. Whoa, what are these?
Is that a wheel?
It could be, huh?
Is that a skiing wheel?
A steering wheel. It could be.
Is that a wand?
A wand. Ooh, I like
Is
it.
that a wand?
It's called the Sun Sword.
Sun sword.
Yeah, so I think it's a sword made with sunlight. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think we need to get some rest. Do you think so?
I want that pig.
Is there something else that I could give you to take to bed with you? Do you want to look?
Yeah.
Okay. Oopsies. Sorry, baby. Let's see. Is there something else you'd like to look at?
Mom, I want Mama to come to bed.
Oh, you want to take a Bulma?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is
Say goodnight, chat.
good night, chat?
Here you go. Here's a Bulma. Can you take good care of her?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So she doesn't grow.
Yeah, she needs some rest and you need some rest, huh? Okay. Have a good nap, baby. I love you. Mwah.
Mom, I want you to sing a
I will sing a song.
No, I want to.
I want Mommy to sing a song. Anyways, Curse of Strahd. It looks dope as hell. Good night. Isn't it the middle of the day? She is at an age where she still needs a nap. If you're going to run Strahd, look at the subreddit. There's some amazing guides on how to get the most out of it. Amazing. That's great to know. I'm not sure why you won't let your child bring Curse of Strahd to bed. I mean, it's not like she can read it. I would be fine with it if I didn't know that half of the pages would be ripped out. She loves taking books to bed. She always has books in bed with her. And it's not that she rips them out, but she falls asleep on them. So sometimes things like get crumpled or ripped because her face is like laying on it. And then if she moves, then it like does something to the page. I also want a nap, right? Kids, you spend so long not wanting to sleep, and then you reach an age where you're like, if I could just get some sleep, that would be great. What are you going to do, right? My daughter does the same thing. One time I got her up in the morning and she had chewed through the book. Oh my God. That's why I love pregnancy. At the moment it hits you with a nap and you must comply. It's true. This is why I should prioritize this project. I really should for her. So I came up with an idea here, right? For those of you who have heard me talk about this before, there is like a new aspect to this. So Clark is in what's called a house bed. You can find them if you look up, like, if you just look up house bed, I think they pop up, but they're just like wooden floor beds where the frame looks like a house, basically. They're very cute. She loves it. And she always has books at her bed, right? So I was like, oh my God, the side of the bed that is up against the wall, because I had workshopped this idea with chat a little bit, like, where does she put books? Right? Like, she always wants books at bed. Could we teach her to put books somewhere that isn't in her bed so that I'm not constantly like looking at the baby monitor and seeing her fast asleep with a book literally on her face, right? Like, could we do something different here? And so I realized, like, oh, I could just get a couple strips of wood, cut them to the length of the bed, and then basically make one of those like minimal IKEA shelves, right? That just sits on the side of the bed that is up against the wall. And then that can be just like a forward facing shelf that's along the entire side of the bed. I also realized that, because there's slats all the way along, I was like, oh my God, I could take the screws out of a couple of those slats and then drill a pilot hole in the wood that is going to hold the book, and then just screw it back in. And it doesn't really matter if it doesn't go all the way through the slat again, right? It's just to hold it in place. There are tons of other slats there. Like, we don't need all of them to be super secure. So that's my plan currently. I still have yet to go to a hardware store in this country. So for some reason, part of me keeps putting projects like this off. Oh, weird. I'm in the red. I'm dropping tons of frames. Are we okay?